Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel if you're returning. It's me, the Philbilly again, just here, and I'm going to do a quick wagon comparison. So this is our old F7, which you might have seen on the channel. If you haven't, we've got plenty of videos of it on the channel and plenty to come. And it's a 1980 Volvo F7. They're a low roof, sleeper cab, you know, that's about the basics, the gist of it. They are the smaller of the series that they did. So like there was the F6, the F7, that sort of thing, which did, it's not like the F6, F10s, 12s and 16s, they were like the bigger ones and they had Globetrotters. These didn't. These were more the working trucks, the hot-footed ones, the fleet wagons that were worked. One driver was out, next driver was in. So I'm going to do a cab tour and a cab comparison with the newer Volvo FM, which is the similar sort of spec of what they use for this now. So it's like they're comparing the FM to its grandad sort of thing, or the F7 to its grandson. So here we are, we'll open the door. You notice it's got pushy button, locks, door, no door cards, but it's got a pocket for putting your taco discs in, your paperwork, stuff like that. Windy windows, knee central locking, obviously it's from the 80s. This is your handles. There's not much else to say. You've got 2 steps in the cab, you got your 3 pedals. A lot of the wagons you don't have the 3rd pedal anymore. Stand here, you've got the handle here and the handle there. That was, I think this is an added one for the later wagons, because this is a later cab to what was on originally. Originally it didn't have this handle. Interior, there's your sleeping area, this is your driving area, and your everything else area really. So we'll jump into the driver's seat. Notice big steering wheel, not adjustable, it doesn't have the adjustment on it like the new ones do. It's got all the switches sort of easily recognised, big nice switches, easily to find. And you can also move them around as well, so if you wanted that one there, you can put that one there, wipers up there, exhaust brake could you put over there, stuff like that. As long as you've got the wire to move them, you can sort of play around with them. This is for the PTO, which is being added in later on in its life, which we now use for the high-up. Nice simple dash, you got speedo with a clock in the middle of it, which is very common in a lot of the older wagons to have this style of speedo in. Rev counter, really easy to read. Whoop, there you go, you sit around that area, the green area. Just hunky dory. Air, again, plenty easy to read, as long as she's about 6 or upwards. She's hunky dory. Everything's easy at a glance to see. All your telltales up here, easy, just there you go, you see them. Hunky dory, just like that. You don't have aircon. It's just, you might be able to fit aircon in them, but I don't think many of these were spec'd, if anyone were spec'd with aircon. This is your temperature control, your 3 fan speeds, that's it. These are ashtrays because everyone smoked back in the day. This bit here was on the very early 8 speeds. This was the splitter, so you, instead of the splitter being on the gear stick, you'd put it up, your high and low range would be set on there. But yeah, that's another great big difference between the new ones and the old ones. Gear stick. So you got, with this one you got an 8 speed, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, high box, 5, 6, 7, 8, easy peasy. Knee splits, knee half gears in this one, lovely to drive. I do enjoy driving a manual, I have to admit, but for a working truck, having an automatic is a lot easier, a lot less to think about, and it's just rev and go. It's the handbrake, instead of being on the dash like a lot of them are. It's the handbrake. Engine stop and hand throttle. Hand throttle is lovely, I like having a hand throttle. The new ones don't have a hand throttle, which is annoying when you want to get the body up a bit quicker. Well, it is what it is. But you've got space as well. Oh, and this is your wash wipe here, indicators. Easy peasy, all in easy access again. Horn. Also got an air horn as well, because you've got to have air horns. Radio was up here instead of being in a dash, so you got the radio up here, Instead, that's not plugged in, it's just an old Volvo radio I found in the shed one day and put in place so it filled a hole. I think that'll be where you put your CB, or drivers might mount CBs elsewhere in the cab, but that would be the sensible place to put it. Sunroof, which is just you open them and let the airflow through. That's about it. There's not that much headroom compared to the new ones. You can still move about in the cab, but where you lack in headroom, you gain in legs, being able to move your legs about. I know I've got my boots on, but I need to clean it anyway, so oh well. So you can, with this, even though the seat is, it's a sprung seat as well instead of an air seat, instead of it being adjustable, you can still quite easily get out into the middle. And your sleeping area, this is your sleeping area, passenger area, the glove box, which you can set as a little table. And I thought that was a cool little thing they did, so you can have a little table while you're sitting in the passenger seat. So your sleeping area, nice and comfy, plenty big enough for someone like me. I'm pretty short and not very big. Does the job. Yeah, the only thing is that I don't like about them is they don't have curtains that run all the way around the cab. They only have curtains for the sleeping area. This is the main curtain. This is your curtain that's for your sleeping area. Oh, there's a screw come out. I can't send any further, it's not far. There's a screw come out the rail. Let me fix that. But it'll just go across to there, which isn't very big. And if you're getting dressed, you've got any privacy in the front. Windows all the way around. Again, not like the new ones where the FM that I'm driving I'll compare with. It's got one window here. No back windows. Storage, you got little cubby holes. You got your little dash center table where you'd probably put your little kettle. Again, tray. Footwell. There's no storage under the seat, but this is a sprung seat we'll put in, so it'd be different if it wasn't a sprung seat. Bit of storage on the back, and a little area there where you can hang your jacket, which Gan's doing there. The main bit of storage in the wagon, or in this cab, the old cab, under bed storage. You got plenty of storage. So you got, this is your little, I would say that would be for your clothes, your clean clothes, if you're out in them. So you fit like a few pairs of jeans, trousers, shirts, t-shirts, underpants, socks. You'd fit it quite comfortably in there. Plenty more storage down there for your food, your drink, your water. And also I think a lot of drivers would put the food, drink, water in the footwell, a lot more accessible. Or you could switch it around and have it on this side, where we actually have bedding. And you can really move around in the cab as well, even with a gear stick there. There's a lot of space to move. I actually genuinely think a lot of people said that they really like these wagons, and I can see why, driving the new ones, why they like being in these cabs. And yes, they are limited on height. I'm short and I'll still hit my head. You can't stand up in it, there's no chance you stand up in it. But they weren't meant to do that. They weren't meant to be going away tramping, and if you did, they were a different breed of people. I'll knock this on the head for this wagon, and I'll come back to you in a minute when I'm in the new FM, 2019 plate FM, and I can do a cab comparison for you. Right, so I'm going to do the little cab tour of the FM that I drive. The FM, you can see the similarities. The low roof is quite a small cab, quite a small wagon really compared to a lot of them. This one is really high. We've got a lot more ground clearance on these ones because of the tipper. So if you want a bit more ground clearance for getting in and out of the sites, similarities, you got the single sleeper, low roof. They are taller. We'll get into it. So door cards, obviously you've got a bit more storage in the door cards. You've got speakers in the door cards, you've got handles, electric windows. These are nicer door cards. Inside here you've got only 2 pedals, no 3 pedals in this one because it's automatic. A nicer, more up-to-date seat. It's an air seat, fully adjustable all the way around for different weights and springiness and up your dooney, and this pulls forward. It all adjusts. See, it's very similar inside. Jump in. Yep. I'll show you the door card. Yep. See, it's a lot more enclosed, should I say? It's a lot more enclosed. I can use this door card as an armrest, which I usually do. Don't door handles here instead of being that pulley one with a big old plastic handle. You got electric mirrors, electric windows, central locking from inside the cab. Steering wheel, it's a smaller steering wheel, it's leather covered, this one. Also got your controls for cruise control and radio controls. I'll get on the radio in a second. It's a lot more complicated inside because it's a lot newer. You got a retarder here, which is for slowing down. You put it on or off. You've got switches so you can turn like your body cameras off, your body lights off, and your reverse lights and stuff. Normal lights, it's just a twisty knob like a lot of cars nowadays. With you can adjust the height of the beam, and also adjust the light brightness of the dash. I can't show you because it's daylight, but that adjusts the brightness of the dash. You got your wiper stalk on this side. You got your indicators on this side. Radio here. Sometimes on some of the wagons, these are spec'd with a camera built into the screen here, or satellite navigation, stuff like that. You can see camera, navigation, fleet, phone. So this one doesn't have any of that. It's just got the radio and CD player and stuff. The CD player's there. That's for your weighing yourself on the scales with the. Make sure you got the right amount on. This is the body cam. This is the camera on this one, and the body camera and the all-around cameras, because it's not spec'd into the screen, but does the job. I quite like it. You can watch it quite happily. You've got your heater controls here, which I have to admit are quite nice because they're really reachable. It's also got aircon, which is gorgeous in this kind of heat because it's wham. Your normal switches, that's a body light. PTO, instead of ours, is a big pulley up switch. This is a little switch, anti-crashy stuff. Beacons, you know, the usual kind of stuff. That's for hill starts, that's traction control, they're diff locks. Your dash wraps around a lot more than the F7. You've got a dash table here, which they're my sunglasses. These are my normal glasses for driving. Cup holders, they're something that was missed in the F7, but back in the day, oh well. Passenger side, there's an e-glove box. Kim was with us the other night and she realised there was an e-glove box, and I didn't know that either. No glove box, no plug or anything for charging your phone. It's all here. You've got 3 plugs here. I've got a Bluetooth transmitter in so I can transmit my Spotify to the radio. Auxiliary USB port, which charges your phone at about, well, it doesn't charge your phone, it just stops it it slows down using the battery. It's a crap charge, and anyone that has one of these Volvos or has driven one of these Volvos will know what I mean. Right, I'll move this steering wheel out of the way. You can just do the steering wheel, there's a pedal doing there. This is what I mean about the lack of room in this compared to the F7. You can't get your leg up and around unless you want to make it a mess, especially with your boots on. There's a lot less room to manoeuvre, even with the gear stick not there. This is the gear stick on this one. Reverse, neutral, automatic, manual, armrest. But there's less room to move. There's also this cubby thing, which has cup holders. I usually use it as a little table to put my phone and keys and wallet and stuff on there. Everything I need to know where it is. It does open up, but there's not much to really see in there. And I'm not going to show you in there because there's paperwork and stuff in there anyway. So, but it's not that useful. And the cup holders in it are a bit crap. It kind of, if you go around the corner, stuff falls out of it. There's plenty of room in the bed. Behind that curtain's a window. Plenty of room. It's comfy. Nice comfy bed with some controls there, so you can control your lights, your night heater. You want it warmer and colder. A couple of lights up there, reading lights, your normal lights. Curtains that come across as the our F7 does. So you got your little sleeping area, but also the curtains come all the way around the front of the cab. So you can see there, blackout curtains that come all the way around the front of the cab. You got a little sun visor that comes across as well. That's something that's nice on these new ones. Across. There's a lot more headroom than in the F7. So they are a bigger cab, but they're also smaller because there's more in them, if that makes sense. Another big thing that I miss about the F7 is the fact that there's no underbed storage. You can't get to it because it's got side lockers, which you access from the outside. And unless there's a bit of underbed storage that I haven't been told about, or that little, is it? Hole, could be hole here and there. There's not that much storage actually in the cab. There is 2 lockers up there, but they're a bit small. They're not the biggest of things. So, say you had, like in the F7, you could see under the bed, you could quite have your little wardrobe bit where you could have your clean pants, socks, trousers and t-shirts. Or shirts or jumpers, whatever. In here, there's a lot less space to do that. Yeah, you've got a spot over there and you could maybe put your toiletries in there. It's less room. More creature comforts, less room. These are the sun visors with a mirror. Hello. And also CB and your taco card, and these are where you control your lights. I prefer the size and the manoeuvrability of the F7 cab, apart from headroom, but it doesn't really matter for me because I'm short. But for creature comforts, it's got to be this thing to hands down. Like, you can't really compare them in that sense, because the F7's a 43-year-old truck, and this is 4-year-old truck. 4-year-old truck, so it's not an old wagon. But it just gives you an idea of how things have moved on, and some ways better, some ways worse. I will try and get another video doing a cab comparison with a Scania, because when I got one of the Scanias, there's a lot more room in them Scanias. I think I might show you or link a video up here somewhere, or somewhere in here, and put in the link in the description below, whatever, where I was in one of the Scanias, and I'll give you a little cab tour because it's a really nice wagon, but it wasn't as in-depth as this. So I hope you enjoyed that little video, because I enjoy making them. I am going to put my curtains back, have a quick drink, and I think I'm going to get trundled along the way of the road. So if you enjoy these videos, you enjoy that kind of video, truck vlogs, restoration, driving old wagons, anything like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And it's free, don't worry about cost of subscribing. It's free to subscribe on to the YouTube channel, and it's just nice to be doing these videos for you. I enjoy doing them, and I hope you enjoy watching them. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in a bit.